How's it going, everybody? RazingHel here, and welcome back to our playthrough of the military campaign for Stronghold 2. Today we are in part 2 of mission number 6. Olaf Grimtooth, your time has come. We finished off Olaf in the first episode, and now we are either going to win, we have to complete all 3 of these. So we need to control 6 estates and kill Edwin. So let's get into it. So now with Olaf out of the way, commerce is free to flow in this area. Let's see. I mean, this is my estate, but I haven't built anything there. So let's just build up a couple of woodcutters and get them some food going, so that way they'll stay in positive popularity. We can focus on building it out a little bit more later. But we do need more crossbows now, so we have access to crossbows, and that means I'm going to be building a few more of those. So I'm deleting. Let's see. Okay, here are our our tanner's workshops, and then these are the Fletcher's workshops, and I'm switching over to crossbow production. We are going to need a dairy farm in Stronghold 2 to get the leather. This was changed in later Stronghold games, like Stronghold Legends. You no longer need a dairy farm, but up until that point, we actually need dairy farms. I'm not going to build any more than just one because I already have a pretty good layout here.
Your Honor, look to the south. Edwin has hired a band of thugs to do his dirty work for him.
Not sure where I'm supposed to be looking. Is it here? Oh yeah, here it is. Ooh, that's quite an army. I need to get some more archers over here, I suppose.
Get up on those walls!
Because he's setting up a siege camp there already.
Weapons needed, sire.
So, let's see how many estates we have. It looks like 2. Edwin has quite a few of these estates, but I think we can pretty effectively cut him off, because the only way he can get out of his castle is through here. So if we set up a bit of an interception party, we should be able to quickly cut that in 2. Just as soon as this attack is over. I'm not even sure how that's going. Maybe I should have a gatehouse over here. I think we'll do that. So let's get these archers off the walls there.
Your loyal archers.
And then I'm going to delete the staircase like that. I'm going to be putting a gatehouse there. And I'll have it connect to the wall, I suppose, right there. And then just sort of enclose it. So now I should be able to get out here. Yeah. And at the same time, I can run back to the safety of this castle when he starts attacking. Oh. Overhead view. My old enemy. Okay, I'm going to try to bait some of these units out. I don't think he has any archers there, so this should be relatively easy. Wait, what? Can I not,
Good. Our bows grow impatient.
Okay. I think we got their attention.
Action stations, lads.
Let's get our staircase back up. Get the archers back up on the wall. Wait, what? Why does it do that from time to time? It's doing the, I'm getting huge frame rate drops again. It seems so random. Like, I'm looking at my CPU usage. Everything seems fine. My hard drive usage, there's nothing that would indicate a sudden drop in performance. It's really, really odd.
Give us the target. We move.
That it happens from some time to time.
A peasant has gone bad, sire.
Oh, that's right. We have a crime system now. Okay, I'll deal with that as soon as we're done with this siege here.
Your mark, sire.
Apparently, they're just going to stand here otherwise, unless I do something about it. Some big siege, huh? Here. Attack those. There we go. Okay, I want to focus on the crime issue. So we're going to need a courthouse, obviously. Put that there. We're going to need a guardhouse. Put that somewhere around a granary here. Come on, come on, come on. Let's do this. There. We're also going to need a Torturer's Guild and a chopping block, because I like to rehabilitate my peasants as quickly as possible. Is that most of? Yeah, I think that's most of the attack there.
Woman,
I'm just gonna send the rest of these archers out here to do it themselves. We're getting some crossbows now. Where do we want them to rally? I suppose right there. This estate is still ours. Like, one of the fastest ways to prevent him from getting over here that I see is to actually just control this estate here. I'll cut Edwin's estates off from Edwin.
our troops are under attack.
Are they now?
We are your men.
If I turn the colors here off, does it actually show me where I'm being attacked? I know they do that in Stronghold Legends, and even Stronghold 3, I think. But I'm not sure if they do it in Stronghold 2.
Recruits needed, sire.
Okay.
Your loyal archers.
There we go. First one down. I think I've actually acclaimed this estate. Yes, indeed.
Our boars
Let's move on to the next one.
Woman, on the move.
What other troop? Yeah, we don't have any access to troops besides the new crossbows. But this should take care of our problem with crime.
A peasant has gone bad, sire.
Let me see here. We don't have any in the dungeon yet. Are they being caught? I've never needed more than one guard post before, but it's possible it was rebalanced for the Steam edition, or it's too far away
Well
from.
done, my liege. Your estate management skills are the envy of us all. You now hold a majority stake in this county.
Very nice, I'm sure. Oh wow, that was quick, wasn't it?
The stockpile.
Edwin, you're supposed to be looking after this territory for me. Tell me you have this under control. I do not want to commit my troops here.
Of course, Your Eminence. I mean, sire, my liege. Everything's fine. No problems here at all. Not one.
That does not bode well. The hammer may have a stake here. I advise we keep our guard up.
Which means, of course, that we're going to be attacked by a somewhat significant force, doesn't it?
Recruits needed, sire.
So let's see what becomes of this.
Still, you impudent little upstart. Let us see how you deal with this.
Oh dear. Whatever could that be? So I just wanted to create some walls here. But it doesn't appear to be working out. I was thinking I could just put some rolling logs along here, and then when they come by I can just drop them off. So what is... Oh, here he is. Here is his attack. It's pretty insignificant overall. The ladders, of course, could be a bit of an issue, but I think if we just get enough... If we get enough spearmen...
Lift those bows, you dogs!
A peasant has gone bad, sire.
Have any of the peasants been rehabilitated yet? I think one has. The thing is, I never see them in the dungeons or anything. I just want to make sure this guy is actually catching them. Okay, this might be... No, that's not the one.
I'm a bit upset, actually.
Okay, here's the attack. Get a few more spearmen over there.
Arms on the walls.
See how this goes. Just gonna speed this up a bit. Because it's taking him quite a while to actually set up the siege.
Needed, sire.
There's a lot of milling about going on there. Oh, look at that. Glorious. The game is just freezing up again. I wonder if it's something I did. I mean, it is really bad when this happens. Is it like a pathfinding problem?
Recruits needed, sire.
Why? What on earth is going on here? I mean, I promise you, my computer is fully capable of running this game, okay? It's not a problem of my computer being underpowered or anything like that. Just really odd. And my graphics card neither, obviously. Graphics card is fine as well. It's a GTX 1070, so I'm good. Okay, that pretty much takes care of that siege. And let's just go ahead here and rebuild the rolling logs that he destroyed. Oh, we can actually fill in this gap now on the wall where the woodcutter was, or where the trees were that I put down the woodcutter outside for. Just a few repairs here. I imagine we will be attacked shortly by, not the bull. What's his name? The hammer? Yeah. Okay. I think we're in a pretty good situation here. Let's take some more of these estates away from Edwin. So I've got my archers. Let's get them moving.
Out. Good. Our bows grow impatient.
And then we'll eventually take Edwin. Seems to be a pretty straightforward assault there. Nothing too much on the walls. But we'll see. Why does it keep... Oh, because I already had this panel open? Yeah. Okay. Anything I'm missing here? Yeah, see, that's just...
Troops are under attack.
Where? Here? Oh yeah, okay, there they are.
Recruits needed, sire.
Bowman, make ready.
Okay,
Action stations,
looks like we're ready to take this estate. So what I keep doing is I leave my barracks panel open because I have to right click to close it, and that results in me continuing to focus on the barracks every time I press B on the keyboard.
Yes, sire.
So there's another state that's mine. See if we can take over this state as well. I do want to send a force over here to intercept any of Edwin's new armies. Really don't have enough weapons.
Weapons needed, sire.
But we can afford
Gone bad, sire.
to allocate some more of our Fletchers here to producing crossbows. We have more than enough leather armor for it. Yeah, so apparently our peasants are being rehabilitated. Crime rate is going down.
Our strings are waxed.
Let's move in here for the capture. And I'm going to just grab a whole bunch of these archers and everything. And we're going to send them way over here. There we go. So I'll be able to build a siege camp once I'm over there, so I'm not too concerned about that. Oh wait, how come this is not being captured? Here we go.
Your mark, sire.
That was quick.
Woman, string up.
Should show up as mine. Yep.
We are your men.
Let's move on to the next estate right here. We probably actually need some more archers before we do that. So let's see if I can grab a few more archers here.
Your loyal archers.
It's another 20. And we'll have them
Over hill
move them
and
right over
dale.
here.
Our bows shall sing.
Speed this up a little bit. Seems like it only has an issue with the performance when a siege is ongoing. So it's like there's something to do with the pathfinding involved with a siege. I don't know. But I mean, it's very uncommon for me to have any performance issues with Stronghold 2. It's never really happened before. So that's why I'm just a little bit perplexed by it. Oh, that's right. I still have the barracks selected after all.
We are prepared.
Okay. I should probably zoom out a bit here.
Over hill and dale. Woman, make ready.
So we got some more archers coming up here.
Lion. Yes, sire.
We're going to go ahead and capture this estate. Just for the sake of completion.
Archers moving.
Our troops are under attack.
Wow, I am losing quite a few archers there.
Our strings are waxed.
Okay, let's capture this. And
Men
done.
with good spirits.
Let's move on to the last estate.
On the move.
And I'm also going to move... I mean, what exactly happened to hammer anyway.
The
I thought
stockpile is full, my lord.
he was worried about what Edwin was doing. As a matter of fact, what we can do here is just delete a couple of these stone quarries. There's no real need for them anymore. I also should turn up my tax rate.
No change in the
There we go.
treasury, lord.
Okay, so here we are outside Edwin's castle. Can we build anything else? We can build a cat. In addition to a catapult, of course. There.
Ready, sir.
Oops.
Two stations.
Only 49 archers. I need more archers. Oh, here we got some more.
Give us the target.
Lively does it.
So I'm thinking
Attention.
I'm just going to approach with the cats and the archers.
Sire.
Sire,
Think that'll
as
work?
this is the first time you've used a cart,
Eh.
I will give you some simple instructions in its use.
Shh. Do not talk.
Sharp, lads.
Don't talk.
A peasant has gone bad.
Very rude
sire.
of you to talk.
Walking off.
Let's get our cats in there.
Those weapons.
Oh,
Your
I
grace.
selected the wrong stuff again.
Getting out. Lift those bows, you dogs.
The stockpile is full, my lord.
Setting out. Good. Our bows grow impatient.
Let's see how much of this I can deal with without losing a whole bunch of units. Okay, I think we need to
Your mark,
advance here.
sire.
Departing.
Action stations, lads.
Try to keep my archers clustered around. Ooh, that's gonna burn, isn't it?
Stockpile
Yeah.
is full, my lord.
And
Move.
okay,
Eager to work.
next time I know what the stockpile is full. Okay, here. What's up? What's up with this? What's in the stockpile that's consuming so much space? There's a lot of wheat in here. No, what? Why am I selling cheese? I can't sell wheat? Are you kidding me? Really? I can sell wheat. I can't sell. Okay, turn off this mill.
Work halted, my lord.
Like, what else is there? There's some pitch. I can't sell pitch. There's not a whole lot of stuff using up space in the stockpile. Okay.
Gone bad, sire.
This time, we're using a whole bunch of catapults. In addition to the cats. Okay?
Woman.
The cats and the catapults. No way that's going to be confused, is there?
Engineer detachment heading out. Yes, sir.
Okay, I want these cats to go
According
first.
to plan.
Catapults, retreat.
Heading off.
You're gonna die. Gotta stay under the
Moving to
cats.
sight. Location noted.
Okay, that's good enough. Cats, cats, you can stop now, cats? Yeah,
How
thanks.
can we help?
Get them all. I want none alive, not a lord. In case you don't
Engineers at your
recognize it, that's a
service.
reference to something Edwin
You
was
need
saying.
something? Setting off now.
Okay, we can finally take down that gatehouse, I suppose.
We
And I'm gonna send my archers in here.
Criminals are
Stealing from
our
a granary,
sire.
sire. Yes, I know. Okay. Taking out the ranged troops on top of those towers. The gatehouse is almost down. There we go.
Your loyal
Let's just
archers.
let's move forward a little bit here. Remove the tower.
Our bows shall sing.
How many units are in there? There's a couple of crossbows, it looks like.
We are prepared.
Can we get at these guys?
We are
I'm just
on
gonna
our
move forward
way.
here a little bit. Yeah, I think we can shoot at them now. Oh, we actually took the hoarding off the tower before I could do any damage to them. So I'm not exactly sure why we needed crossbowmen
Stockpile is full, my lord.
already.
Deploy.
Already.
Woman.
Keep them out!
Hmm.
Don't let them come any further!
Good luck with that. Okay, let's bring in the heavy artillery here. Although that might not be necessary. The archers themselves may be able to take Edwin out.
Yes, sire.
Just finish that tower off, by the way.
Stockpile is full, my lord.
I have knowledge of Lord Berkeley's plan. He is after the throne.
Oh, really? String him up!
No, wait. He wants to capture the bishop. He is going to force him to sign a writ legitimizing his right to the throne. Please, Your Honor, let me live.
Put him in the stocks.
I suggest we make this our main castle. It is in a much better defensive position.
Agreed. The swampland in front will slow them down considerably, just as it did us.
Crime is rife here, my liege. Edwin's rule has had a demoralizing effect on the people. It will be some time before the memory of his ill treatment fades.
I have brought fresh troops.
Why, William? Sir Grey has given us plenty, and this territory is now safe.
Nowhere near safe enough. While I was recovering, I sent forward scouts to keep me informed of goings-on. Lady Seren, my brother Pascal, and Lord Berkeley all approach with their armies. Separately, each of their armies has the potential of reclaiming this territory. They will outnumber us by roughly 3 to 1.
Then it is clear the odds are against us. We must fall back.
No, not again. We must hold our ground and show no fear.
Are you insinuating that I am a coward? I am simply not going to ask my men to remain here on a fool's errand. Men! Fall back! We are leaving!
Sir Grey?
I'm sorry, Matthew. This field has seen too much blood.
Okay, so that is victory.
Things are getting out of hand. Sir William is no longer being courageous, but foolhardy. Worse still, here I am about to follow him into the jaws of death. Nevertheless, I have no choice.
Let him go. We do not have time to waste. Repair Edwin's castle and put our troops in place.
Phew, we'll be outnumbered 3 to 1. Those odds are long. Do you think we stand a chance?
Actually, more like 6 to 1, now that Sir Grey has left the field. Have faith, Matthew.
So here we are at part 2 of this chapter, chapter 6. Let's get started. So this is one long chapter, as you might have figured out by now. There are a couple of separate parts to it. And here we are back at Edwin's castle, except now we have control of it, and we no longer have control of our former castle. If you're wondering why the frame rate here is so atrocious, it's because it's currently on 10 speed, which is the lowest speed. The reason I did that is because there are some things that I want to do before we actually sort of get into the thick of it. And believe me, things do start to get pretty thick pretty quickly. So that's why I'm just taking a little bit of extra time to make sure I have everything sorted out here. And then we'll get started. So there we go. Next up, I'm going to go ahead here and delete a couple of these Carter posts in that estate that I own. And the reason for doing that is because they are currently delivering goods over to my former estate or my former castle, which of course I don't control anymore. So that really doesn't do me any good to have them sending goods over there. But we're going to set this up to get ourselves some stone and wood, since these are resources that I cannot produce in my current estate. There we go. It would be nice, I think, if the advisor did not speak every single time I opened up a Carter's post. So I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of buildings here. Pretty much the entirety of this castle, like a lot of this stuff, is actually going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and delete it, basically, because it's poorly placed, I guess you could say. And I'm going to start some wheat farms right up here. Usually I do about 3. I've played through this mission a couple of times now. Wish I could find a place to put this one. Usually it fits here. Wow. Oh, I don't have enough wood. Okay, never mind. That was my bad. And we're also going to be deleting some buildings here because they're poorly placed and we don't have a lot of space. Another thing we need to do, quite urgently is turn rations down to normal. This is something that I've failed to do in the past. And even after deleting the granary, it won't reset your ration rate, even though it's sort of tied to the granary. So we are deleting the granary, by the way. And then I'm going to be putting it, I think usually I put it right about there. And then of course we're gonna go ahead and buy some food again. We have a significant amount of gold, so this is usually not an issue. Obviously the windmill also has to go. The market I'm going to be putting behind the keep. The market is an interesting building in Stronghold too, because you don't actually have to spend any resources to build it, which sort of leads you to wonder, well, why isn't it just why isn't it built into the stockpile like it was in later games? Which I guess I sort of answered my own question there, didn't I? So we have some knights attacking now. If you look down here, you got Lord Barclay's knights, I think they are. And they're going to run around the countryside and cause some havoc. So we need to be aware of that. Of course, our carters are already delivering goods, and we might actually be almost ready to speed this up a bit. So there's 10 crossbows. Oh yeah, I also want to get rid of these buildings. So what weapons do I have? At the moment, it looks like 5 bows, and then I can delete that stuff. Okay. So there's 3 peasants. Let's go ahead and get that right. Then, of course, we do start with a little bit of stone, 55. So I'm going to be replacing the treasury, and I think, I wanted to put it somewhere around here. Is this a good line to draw? It's one of these. I'm going to put it, what? How come I couldn't put it there? I wanted to put it like that. Okay. It could just be because I'm playing it on a very slow speed. Sometimes clicks do not register if you don't hold it for a second. And we got 2 more bows. And then I'm clear. Okay. I'm going to delete both of those buildings. And I'm going to be replacing them down here as part of the new wall that we're kind of building. Yeah, I suppose I'm going to do it like this. And then, of course, we have the barracks. Should fit right about there. Yep. And that's going to be our makeshift wall for the very start of this. I'm just going to finish walling it off there, and then we're going to put a gatehouse right here where the farms are as soon as we actually get the stone for it, because I don't think... Oh, we do have enough stone. Okay. We can put the gatehouse up right now then. So the next issue that I'm being confronted with is a lack of wood. So we won't have wood in for a little bit. And actually now is a good time to speed this up, at least to 20. And that will correct a lot of the frame issues. It will look a lot smoother. So the knights are currently pillaging this estate. Did you know we could actually build markets for free in estates? Yeah, you can do that, even though an estate has absolutely no need for a market. So once we get this wood and stone coming in, we can actually start building more of the economy. Usually, though, I do place a couple of hunters' huts here for the granary just to begin with. We do have 10 peasants. We have a total of 16. I'm just trying to remember here. Oh, yeah, we need a falconer's post to help deal with rats and stuff, basically. We also need a courthouse, and the courthouse is going to be going right there. So as soon as we get to stone, we also need to put down a courthouse. That also means that we're going to need to put down a guardhouse as well, so that way the criminals don't steal from our granary. So it looks like some of our newly the units that we sent over are starting to arrive. One of the dangers is that these knights usually attack sometime around now, but it's good to see that most of my troops are going to be getting here in time.
Yes, sire.
And that's quite a few archers. Now, I know archers are not necessarily the best, but they're better than nothing. So I'll take that. Okay, we got some more stone in. So now I want to build a courthouse right there, and we're going to be using a gibbet, I think, instead of... Is it a gibbet or is it a gibbet? Confusing English words. Yeah, but we're going to be putting... Yeah, I think I'll put it right there, next to the gong pit. Then, of course, you know, as I pointed out before, we are making some wheat. I do need another farm, though. I wanted another farm. Okay, so we're making some wheat. Probably have some coming in, yeah. So now is a good time to build a mill. It'll be interesting. Are the knights... Yeah, the knights are on their way as I speak. I don't know if I'm speaking. So, let me think here. We need granary, bakeries. Oh, we also should start weapon production. Weapons are one of those things that I can't easily build in estates, or not very comfortably anyway. All right, so we're going to be building crossbows here. Obviously, because we're being attacked with a lot of knights, a lot of heavily armored units. Yeah, and there come the knights as I speak. And a treasurer has turned to crime. Does that mean that they stop collecting funds from the treasury? I've never actually taken the time to figure that out. You know, like collecting taxes. So there are the knights. Yeah, they're a bit intimidating, you have to admit. Here is something that I should do. I need to close this off right now. Otherwise, they can actually get inside my castle. And we don't want that, do we? You can see some other estates are shipping us in some food as well, which helps. Yeah, let's focus here a little bit more on the economy. We still need more wood. We have stone. I'm actually going to speed this up to 40, I think. Oh, look, they're going to kill my delivery cart. That's a sad thing. You're also destroying my farms. There's really no other place to put the farms, though. Wait, how are they running so fast? Jeez, that's fast, dude. I'm gonna destroy some of my carters as well. That's why the sooner we get all this other stuff up and going, the better. Which means I'm going to be deleting these 2 hunters posts because we're going to be putting down some bakeries pretty soon. Don't have enough wood though. Wood is a problem, and they're actually pillaging all of my carters posts, which is a shame. And it means that it will be some time before we actually get our next shipment of wood in. I might just go ahead and buy some. I'm not sure. Is there a knight standing here that can't be shot at? Apparently so. That's quite unfortunate. Okay, it looks like we're finally getting in another shipment of wood. Yeah, I mean, I need wood. This is a problem. I'm not making any food.
The peasants are eating well, sire.
I mean, we got some. We still have some food left. 9 months of supply. Yeah. Still have a pretty small economy, so could be worse. The waiting is the hardest part, I guess you could say. And I'm not the only one to say that. Yeah, so this is my old estate. You probably remember it. The only reason it seems a little bit new to me is because I actually haven't played this for it's over a week at this point. So yeah, that stuff does seem a little bit new. You might also notice that the resolution is different this time around. I'm actually playing it on a 1440p monitor. It was like 2650 by 1440 instead of my traditional 1080p, but I'm downscaling it to 1080p, so it's not going to be uploaded in 1440. Obviously, it's just being played in 1440, which makes the user interface smaller. Now that could be a problem because it might make it harder for people watching to actually view the numbers on the UI, which can be pretty important. So yeah, I guess I'll see how that goes. If it doesn't work out, then I can always change it. We do need a dairy farm, obviously. Dairy farm or 2, I'm not sure. Do we build from... Oh, how did that happen? I can't fit another one in here. I wonder why not. In the past, I've been able to fit 2 in there. Did I do something different with the courthouse? Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I saw something. There it is.
Is that there, my lord?
Oh, no. Don't tell me that. There we go. So those are going to be the farms that our tanners will get the cows from to create leather armor. So, okay, I can put one there. I can put one there. Ah, that doesn't leave me with a lot of space, does it? I am running a bit low on space here. You can do 3 of those and then another... Oh wait, we do need hovels though as well. Let's do another hovel here. And we should have a decent amount of stone now. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to build some stone towers down here. One there and one out here. The best way that I have to make these work, you build walls around them, and then you attach a little wooden platform as soon as I have wood. So this prevents enemy units from actually walking inside them. Oh, by the way, we can also delete the pitch by putting down pitch ditches. So I can put pitch ditches down like that. That effectively deletes, and then see we can build a wall there now. Yeah. So once we get more wood, and we are currently out of wood, which is a shame. I guess I'm just going to buy a bunch. Not waiting around forever for that. We're going to put these little wooden platforms up against the walls, and that is actually how we're going to get our units up there. So I like the 7 crossbows, but we do not need 39 archers at the same time. Yeah, this is much more reasonable. Let's get those units up there. Let's see what I can drag from over here. It's a decent number. And these towers are like our lookout towers. They provide us with a good deal of security because they will especially attack stuff like trebuchets as they are put up. Okay. I'm going to set the rally point for crossbows on top of the barracks. Because obviously we are making quite a few crossbows now. Yeah, and we have 3 Fletchers, and I think this is actually smaller. I think in the past I've managed to get more buildings in there. So I guess that changes from time to time. But we will have pitch. One of the biggest problems, see, then we will just delete the little platform so units can't get up on, enemy units can't get up there. That's how it works anyway. That's how it works for me. Yeah, okay, we got some more stone here. Let's build our second Bastion tower. They are called Bastions in this one. Remember in Stronghold Legends how I was always calling the towers Bastion towers when they weren't? How fortunate for me. One of my farmers has turned a crime. Oh, that also reminds me. We have a wheat problem. How could I forget to rebuild these farms? Those carters, you can't build on top of a carter. So if they're currently occupying, okay, maybe you can. In the past, I've had problems with them, though. They behave like, you know, civilians sort of did in the older Stronghold games, where they're like an immovable force that you can't build on top of. Still don't have quite enough stone for that. Can we get more of these guys up on top? No. They'll go up there once, you know, an enemy attacks and that causes all of the units to bunch up into one small area. So I'm not worried about it. We don't have anybody in the dungeon. And we don't have anybody in the gibbet either.
Recruits needed, sire.
Not a whole lot else going on. I really don't think we have to do much of anything else. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to speed this up here a bit. Just so there is a lot less waiting. And believe me, there is a lot of waiting going on here. So let's speed this up to 90. Until I get some more resources or something. Yeah. That is something that sort of bothers me about having a 10 keyless keyboard now. is it's not very easy to speed these games up and slow them down anymore, because they require you to use the plus and minus keys on the numpad itself. You can't use the ones on the standard keyboard. Oh, the reason that I'm having such problems recruiting is that I don't have enough civilians. So let's build another hovel there. Because I'm only able to recruit one at a time.
We are losing a little money.
Treasury's doing okay, but we might actually be running out of food. No, we have quite a bit of food. Okay. Yeah, I mean, once we get the wheat up and going again, we should have plenty. And to spare.
A treasurer has turned to crime.
Here's another bastion. It's interesting that they find it worthwhile to mention the treasurer. None of the other professions. So that's why, you know, I sort of wonder if there's deeper meaning behind it. Oh, we have knights. What an attack of knights that is, too. As long as they're on their horses, they can't climb. Oh, barely got the platform out in time, because you could see those knights were going for it. But that's the nice thing, right? They did pillage this estate, but we managed to pull them out because of these towers. Otherwise, they would have stuck around there. So that works. See, now we can recruit 10 crossbowmen. That's more like it. Peasants are dying from disease. They're pillaging yet another one of my carters. Is it? Yeah, it's destroyed. So here comes a couple more knights. Got some more pitch inbound. Hopefully that isn't destroyed. Wait, did they capture this estate? I'm not sure. Yeah, they did. It's really interesting. Even though Lord Barkley captured it, it still is flying my flag, which is really confusing. Makes it hard for me to decide which estates are still mine without actually looking at the colors on the map. But yeah, there you can see it. It's an easy way to tell. Yeah, so how much pitch do we have now? Out of curiosity. 96. Should be enough. So I actually wanted to get a couple more towers in here, but this is some very bad land for building pretty much anything on. And, oh wait, the reason I don't have enough stone at the moment, so it's not a fair assessment of my, you know, building abilities here, or a fair assessment of the terrain. Legal terrain, eligible terrain, however you prefer to put it. So in the past, when I've played this one, and I didn't put these towers here, what would end up happening is those knights would hang around in this estate, which of course is my most important estate, and they would pillage everything. And that is a problem for me, because I need that estate to supply me with vital resources, like wood and stone. So the towers solved that problem and many more. So I highly recommend using the towers if you're playing this one. And we're getting close towards the end battle here, as a matter of fact. Might speed us up again. Things are taking a very long time to progress at 40 speed. Wait. Oh, we got more knights. It's nice. Wish my stone could get there in time. Keep the gates open. Keep the gates open. Yes. Our stone is safe. Slowing this down to 40. Oh, we lost our farms again. Means we're not going to have much wheat. I'm gonna buy some wheat. We got the gold for it. Enemies are attacking again. As you can see, more knights. Not a whole lot of sieges, but plenty of knights. So one thing I need to do here is figure... Okay, I can put a tower there. And I can put a tower here. And I can also put a tower here. Wait, I don't have enough stone to do it though. But that gives us some hope. Right. It does. Yeah, it looks like somebody's finding the gibbet. As you can see, the scaling problems with this resolution means that the progress bar, time until rehabilitation, is now in the center of the screen instead of down there on the info panel. So those are just small elements that haven't been rescaled correctly to support the HD edition of the game, I think it was. I'm not sure the game supported 1440 before HD came out. I think the regular version did support 1080p, but I don't think it supported 1440, but I could be wrong. I didn't have a 1440 monitor at the time, so it just never was something that I made note of, I guess you could say. When are we going? Okay, we're going to be getting some more stone shortly. As you can see, he dropped off another, or picked up another load. One thing that we probably do want to look at here, in addition to like filling in some of these gaps with some walls, is putting down some pitch ditches. Especially since we're nearing the final invasion here. That's something I especially want to make sure that I do. Are those enemy archers? Wait, why is he sending archers over here? That's really weird. Apparently that's that other estate that I own. Or our former estate. Or former castle? I don't know. However you want to put it. So let's put some... Like, just put some pitch there. And also put some pitch here in front of these towers. You'll see how this does. We do have quite a bit of pitch. 142 at the moment. So I'm not too concerned about overdoing it. Just put up some really nice pitch ditches here. One thing we do have to keep in mind, of course, is that we're going to need the brazier for it if we want to light them. Probably should also put a couple on towers over here as well. I mean, we have plenty of gold for it. And we also have rolling logs, which of course we could make use of if we actually had some walls. I think we would just stick with the pitch. Pitch is much more reliable anyway. Rolling logs, you know, a catapult lands a lucky shot, or a trebuchet lands a lucky shot, and there goes your entire castle. Or your entire defense structure. It's just not something that I want to be heavily reliant upon to ensure the security of my castle design. One other thing we also need is the Engineer's Guild. I don't think it's going to fit anywhere in here, so I'm probably going to have to delete one of the dairy farms. And we still can't put it in here? My word. What has this world come to? We can't even find a place for an engineer to take up residence. Just gonna recruit a few of those. Oh, we got more knights. We have knights attacking. I should, by the way, be able to put these units up on top of the tower now, yeah. See? That's how you can trick them. Just like that. Oh, that reminds me, this tower here does need to be repaired, but we need 70 stone for it. So we have to wait until they come around again. But that'd be pretty important to repair it. It's at less than half health at the moment. It's interesting how the knights are they faster than the carters? Maybe they're about the same speed. I think they're catching up. The carters are so slow that even knights are faster than them. I mean, it feels, just looking at it, it feels like they're catching up, but maybe I'm wrong. Alright, there's one that's going around pillaging, a knight pillaging. Not very knightly to go pillaging, is it? He's running around here. At this point, I'm not sure it's that important. We are almost towards the final siege, which means I probably should slow things down a little bit here. I do have some work that needs to be done yet, and it hasn't been completed. For example, pitch ditches. Let's put a few more of these up.
Can't place that there, my lord.
Still got 40 left.
Pitch needed, my lord.
Okay. It's gonna be good enough. I also want to repair this tower, obviously, but I don't have stone for it. Okay. I'll buy the stone then. There we go. And if we get more stone, that'll be nice. If we don't, though, I don't think it will impact the success of this mission. So obviously setting yourself up here for success early on is important. It's something I really didn't do when I first attacked Edwind. It's something I should have done. So that's something to keep in mind if you're playing this one as well. Let's get some of these bowmen in these towers as well. Where are those crossbows that I just sent up? Okay, I think these are them. These crossbows are going to go to the second tower instead. Oh, and these. Wait. He's attacking? Oh, there it is. Right here is the attack. There are indeed. But we should be okay. Providing my archers target stuff that should be targeted, that is. And he doesn't have knights, he just has pikemen. And some swordsmen. Which isn't a huge deal. We don't have any tower siege equipment, though. So that could be a bit of an issue. It's not like we can build them. But it has happened in the past where he gets some trebuchets out that I simply can't reach. It looks like I can reach this one, though. You would think the archers would actually obey what I told them to do, but they don't seem to. They seem to target stuff they want to target. Yeah, that's pretty good. I want to get more archers over there at that tower, though. Let's do something like this. Cutscene.
Devereaux, you're late. I had a run-in with Grey. He tried to bog me down in a field battle. Where is Lady Seren?
Forget Seren. We start without her. Form up! On my command! Trebuchets! Fire!
Wait! I have arrived!
Seren, get in position. Quickly!
Please, can we get on with it?
Wait, let me talk with them.
What?
I may be able to arrange for their surrender without a needless waste of troops. We outnumber them many times over. They will agree to our terms.
I warned you about bringing a woman into battle.
Fine. Feel free to risk your own neck. As soon as the talks fail, we will begin the siege.
Oh, the witch! The witch! Get her away from me!
Be quiet, Edwin. Lady Seren, have you come to surrender?
What? I am on your side, you foolish man. Now listen.
Look, she is signaling.
A white flag? Does that mean they have surrendered?
So it's sort of been revealed that Lady Seren is actually on William's side, or the king's side, I suppose. Can we... Okay, I don't think we'll need to light a pitch ditch here. It would be nice though if we could take out a couple of these trebuchets. Right here you can see Lady Seren's troops fighting the Hawks and Barclay. Lord Barclay, as he's pretty keen on reminding you. The Hawk doesn't seem to have such a title, or at least he doesn't make a big deal out of it. Yeah, so that takes care of the trebuchets right there. Obviously, since we don't have any outward-facing walls here, we don't have to worry as much. Well, we do have some outward-facing walls right here. We don't have to worry, though, as much about enemy ladders, which is nice. I don't like enemy ladders. Yeah, so at this point, I feel pretty safe in just turning this all the way up to 90. Lady Seren, of course, her army has been defeated. Okay, we actually do need to be a little bit cautious about this attack here. As you can see, a lot of enemy ballistas. Those are far more deadly than the trebuchets. So let's try to get those first. Okay, that one's down. And that one's down. Very good. We got at least one more, though. So let's see if we can get this one. Yep, there we go. The trebuchets are firing at us a little bit, but I think we'll be able to take those out in a reasonable amount of time. And there's a couple of catapults there as well. They're going down pretty quickly. It would be nice if they could prioritize focusing their fire, the archers, on one unit at a time. Of course, then you can take that to an extreme as well. For example, Stronghold Kingdoms, where they really do target, like all the archers within range will target only one unit, which leads to a lot of overkill. So I mean, it's hard to say what is a good compromise. I suppose it's pretty good. I never especially had a problem with it. And the last trebuchet is down. So now it's just the no, it's just the bull. Is that the bull? He has the bull symbol. I think this is the hawk, though. I think Lord Barclay was defeated here. So he's not... Oh, is there something else happening? No. He's not going to do anything because his siege equipment are all gone. So I actually have to delete a hole in my defenses here to get him to attack. There we go. Let's light this on fire. Maybe that was a bit premature. Yeah, it kind of was. But we still have more pitch ditches. So this can still work out in our favor. Let's light that one on fire, light this one on fire. See, we got to use our pitch ditches after all. Even though it probably was kind of unnecessary. But we managed to use it.
Victory is ours.
So, Billy, you thought me a witch?
Seren, please, not in front of the men.
Well, Sir William, I must take my leave. The king rests with me, and he shall be expecting me back.
The king? You must take me to him.
It will not go easy, William. He thinks you a traitor, and with good cause. You left his side, signed over the royal guard, attacked one of my castles, and freed an enemy of the crown. Hardly the valiant deeds of a noble knight.
Surely you do not believe me a traitor?
No, William, I never thought you so. Now, you are to both come with me. We must try to convince the king of your true allegiance.
With the king's location known, my adventure has now reached a crossroad. As William and Seren prepared to leave, Lord Barclay has arrived with a proposition. It is time for me to decide what path my life will take.
Come, Matthew. What are you waiting for?
The people need rulers like us, Matthew. Leaders who can make the painful decisions necessary. Join us, and together we will make this country great again.
Great! You have butchered your way across this land. Under you, the people would know naught but poverty.
Should I follow my heart and remain loyal to my friend, or take sides with Barclay and look for the crown myself?
So that is victory. Of course, here we're given the option to choose which side we're going to go with. In chronological order, of course, we stick with the king because those 3 missions come next when you actually look at the campaign trail. Those are 7, 8, and 9, and Lord Barclay's are 10, 11, and 12. Ultimately, this decision doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things because you're always allowed to go back and play the other missions. They're all unlocked, regardless of which choice you make. So we're just going to with the king, but that's going to be for next episode. This pretty much concludes this episode. It has been a long 2-part episode. The episodes in Stronghold 2 are not very consistent in length, or in the length it takes to play them. But that's a topic that I've touched on before. So at this point, thank you very much for watching as always, and I hope to see you next time.